back, students. We are going to start our last chapter for basic cellular pathology, that is the nervous system disorders. So, the first topic under nervous system disorders is neuronal damage or neuropathy. So, let's get started. So, the introduction says that a nerve injury is a problem that is being woken up when you have some critical conditions like the accident or some other conditions. Okay, it can affect your brain's ability to communicate with the rest of your body. Okay, and it is because your peripheral nerves they get damaged. That is why it is called peripheral neuropathy. So it is very important to take medical care if you are having peripheral neuropathy, because the treatment may give you a proper diagnosis, proper healthy condition, and if you are not going for the treatment, then it may changes into permanent damage. Okay, so in neuropathy, as you now have known that the damage is being given to the nerves. So you may result the result of this may be numbness, tingling, or weakness, or pain, and it is basically in hands and feet or some other affected areas of your body. So if we talk about the types, then there are three major types of nerves present in our body. These are the sensory nerves, okay, which carry messages to the five senses, that is sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch through spinal cord to your brain. Whereas the motor nerves, they travel opposite in direction. That is, they carry messages from brain to the muscles. Okay, so they tell the muscles when to contract or when to do some movement. Okay, and last one is the autonomic nerves, which are responsible for the functions that occur outside your control. Okay, like breathing, digestion, heart beating, heart rate, blood pressure, sweating, each and everything, even sexual arousal. So if we talk about the symptoms, so if you are having peripheral injury, then you may have different range of mild to serious symptoms. So if we first talk about the sensory nerves, okay, so they are the one which relays the information about touch, temperature, pain. So the symptoms will be related to those like numbness or tingling in hands or feet. You may feel trouble sensing any pain, or even in the changes in temperatures. You may feel pain during walking. You are very much un you can say very much disturbed to keep the balance with your eyes closed. Okay, and even when you're fastening your buttons. Okay, then the second one is the motor nerves, which regulate all the muscles under the control. Okay, so that means it includes walking, talking, or holding the objects. So the symptoms will be muscle weakness, painful in cramps, or uncontrollable muscles twitching. Last one is the autonomic nerves. So the autonomic nerves, they are the group which regulates the activities which are not under your control. As I have told you previously, like breathing, digestion, heart functions, thyroid functions, each and everything. So the symptoms will be excessive sweating, blood pressure up or down, or intolerant in gastrointestinal conditions, or you can say heat gastrointestinal symptoms. Okay, the causes will be according to the, if it is injury from an accident, like you are a sports person and you have fallen, or you have stretched your muscles or compressed your muscles or cut your nerves. Okay, medical conditions such as diabetes or Guillain-Barré syndrome or carpal tunnel syndrome. Okay, or autoimmune disease like systematic lupus erythematosus or rheumatoid arthritis or Euron syndrome. So Euron syndrome is the syndrome where it controls or it affects your tear glands. Okay, and the other causes will be the narrowing of arteries, hormonal imbalance, and tumors. So the diagnosis is being taken out by the doctor after taking your medical history, after talking about the previous surgeries if you have any, or after taking physical examination. So according to the signs, doctor will diagnose you according to electromyography, nerve conduction study, or MRI. Okay, and last one is the treatment. If your nerve is injured but not cut in half, then the treatment is being given for healing the nerves. And these treatments can be either surgery or restoring the functions of the area where the nerve is damaged, like putting up braces or something. And the final one is the exercise. So, thank you. That is it. We will meet again on Monday with our next topic. So, goodbye.